Welcome to Court Vision Countdowns. Today, we're counting down the top 10 dunks of the 2023-2024 NBA season. Let's get it. Starting off at number 10, we got Jaylen Brown with the jab, pump fake, then dunks on Gobert's head, and then like half steps over him here. First off, Cat, that's a horrible closeout. Can't leave your feet there. But then also, Rudy, you cannot get dunked on like that as the defensive player of the year. Just look at his face here. Celtics best player with a handful of great dunks this season. At number 9, we got the Rook, Victor Wembanyama, initiating the pick and roll and then capping it off with a disrespectful poster on Alperen Sengun. First, if you don't know about Sengun, you don't know ball. Great young big. And then I went back and forth on whether or not I wanted to put Victor in here because he's like 8 feet tall. So, I mean, how impressive really is it to dunk? But this one was too good to leave off. Great dunk here from the Rook. Now at number 8, we have Wemby again, but this time he's the victim. Trace Jackson Davis. Oh my God. Look at Wemby's legs fly up there. That's crazy. Honestly, this one probably should be higher the more I think about it. Bench reaction, elite. Steve Kerr likes what he's seeing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the more I think about it, if I were to remake this video, which I could, but I'm not, I would put this probably at like maybe 6. We'll see. Leave it in the comment what you think this dunk should be. All right, at number 7, I have 3 dunks by Jalen Green. This first one here is probably the best one he had of the season. Rises up on Anthony Simons and then stares him down a little bit there. I couldn't pick just one of his dunks. Like I said, that one's probably the best, but this one is extremely impressive. He honestly made it look way easier than it really was. To be running full speed, catch it with one hand, and bring it back. That's crazy. Watch it one more time. Huh. And then this one was more lucky than skilled, but to go off 2 here and put it back in the concentration, had to include that in the list. All right, at number 6, we got Miles Turner running full speed down the lane and then throwing it down on Evan Mobley with a nice celebration to follow. And what I want to say is there should be no one in the NBA. If you see someone running full speed down the lane like this, should you be taking a charge at any point in time? It is not the right call. Make a business decision. And especially if you do not take a step back when you see the person cock it back behind their head like this. Then you're just going to end up on highlights all over the place. At number 5, we got one of the most underrated players in the league, Malik Monk, rising up over Chris Dunn. And there's 2 things I want to talk about here. Number 1, Chris Dunn, you cannot push him. If you get dunked on, you just got to take it, move on to the next. You can even probably laugh a little bit, but you cannot get angry and then try to fight. That's just not how it works. And then number 2, if anyone throws it back like De'Aaron Fox does right there, another time you take a business decision and just start running with them. At number 4, we got Dennis Smith Jr. Oh my! We don't get to see that very often from Dennis Smith Jr. anymore. We saw it all the time in his high school mixtape. And oh, who is that? Is that Ben Simmons back there? Ben Simmons sighting? Are we going to see Ben Simmons back on the court next year? Who knows? But that's not what this is about. This is about Dennis Smith Jr. turning back the clock and rising up. It's nice to see that. I always thought we would see a little bit more from Dennis Smith Jr. in his career, but it's nice to see him throw one down once in a while. Down to the top 3, and at number 3, we got Isaiah Joe. Gonna go back to what I said before. You cannot take a charge on a fast break. If someone's running full speed in the NBA, do not try and take a charge anywhere near the restricted area. Jeff Green, you cannot do that. You got to get out of the way. This honestly might have been number 2 if Isaiah Joe didn't fall down after. If he would have like stood there and stuck the landing, this could have been 2. But Isaiah Joe, another great young player who, as a Sixers fan, wish they would have kept him. All right, at number 2, we got 2 dunks. This one's definitely the better of the 2, but I had to include them both. Jalen Johnson, that's disrespectful. In every sense, the way he stared at him after Austin Reeves, that's one I guarantee you, I promise you, there is no shot ever watch that highlight again after. I'm sure his teammates tried to force him to do it, but just watch this. I'm not even gonna say anything anymore. Bro, that's horrible. Again, stop taking charges on fast breaks. Now I got one more from Jalen. This one against the Knicks, rising up on 2 people. Also, again, as I mentioned before, I'm a Sixers fan. To see Josh Hart get dunked on like this, and Isaiah Hartenstein, it's a nice, I guess, consolation prize for the season after what I had to go through in the playoffs. So Jalen Johnson with 2 disgusting posters. And then at number 1, what else would it be? Anthony Edwards over John Collins. Oh my God. Pretty sure he dislocated his finger on that, and John Collins was hurt. This might have been the best dunk of the last 5 years, but then again, Anthony Edwards might have 5 dunks like that. Anthony Edwards' dunking ability is insane. That's crazy. He just walked off the court. They're saying, oh, his finger's broke, though. That's what he said. He just walked straight to the locker room. That honestly made it that much crazier. Oh my, John Collins should know better than anyone. John Collins has had his fair share of posters. He had one this year, which I think got called for an offensive foul when he put a dude in a headlock. But that's the force he had to throw down like that to break his finger. I don't even think he realized he did it at first either. He probably just felt it like once the adrenaline came down after those 2 seconds. That was nuts. But all right, that's all we got for today. Thank you for watching. This is Court Vision Countdowns. Peace.